What do you think the best way to wow customers and get repeat buyers is? It's not with the front end stuff. Like most sellers focus on the front end, as you should, which is with your listings, your photography, your descriptions. That stuff is very important. But what really seals the deal for your customers is what happens after the sale, after you ship the items out and they get it in their hands. They see the item, they see the packaging. That's what really wows the customers, sets you apart from the rest, and causes customers to come back, repeat buy from you, refer friends and family to you, and gives you a nice little sales boost from those repeat buyers and those referral buyers every single year. So today I'm going to dive into that and talk about something that a lot of people don't focus on and they really should, is packaging, how to wow customers with your packaging so you get repeat buyers. I'm going to give you a 3-point strategy, 3 things that you can focus on that'll make this really easy for you and for you to be able to do this effectively in your business. Let's dive in. What is going on, everyone? LL, your host, your guide, back with you, talking about all things Etsy and handmade and anything else that is relevant to you guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I appreciate you guys. I got another really good episode for you guys, and this is something that I don't think we focus on enough. I haven't talked about it too much, but I think that it is really important, is product packaging and how to wow customers after the sale. I know we talk about all the flashy stuff such as driving traffic and SEO and getting sales, and that's all front end stuff. But what happens after the sale is also really important, and it also drives your business. In my business, probably 10% or almost 10% are repeat buyers each and every year. That is huge. That's a nice couple $1,000 revenue boost that I wouldn't be getting if they didn't come back and buy from me again and again. Some people have bought from me several times. So it's nice to be able to have those repeat buyers and those referral buyers come back to your shop and give you that nice little sales boost. This episode really came from me getting an item from Etsy, from a seller on Etsy. And it really started me thinking about, man, this person does a fantastic job. This is something that I need to talk about because I haven't touched on it too much or for a while. So I'm going to actually give you this 3-point strategy, 3 things that you can do with your business. And then I'm going to give you the real world example that I got from Etsy, from the seller on Etsy, and give them a shout out because they definitely deserve it so you guys can see firsthand. If you're listening to it and not watching, I'll explain it the best that I can so you can visualize it. So let's dive in. The 3 points that I want to talk about, and these, if you stick to these 3 things, you will absolutely wow customers and get repeat buyers. So the first is ship fast and safe. The second is wow customers and set yourself apart. And the third is promotion. So these are the 3 objectives when it comes to this strategy that really kind of will set you apart and really set you up for the win. So the first one is ship fast and safe. So you have control over both of these things. Shipping fast goes without saying, but safe is subject to interpretation. So just to backtrack a little bit, just to touch on, it's not really dealing with packaging, but shipping fast, ship fast within your objectives, not within your objectives, within your shipping time frame. So you can set that within Etsy, your shipping time, your processing time. So make sure you're shipping stuff within that time frame or even faster, and shipping stuff out as fast as possible, regardless of your processing times. So don't set your processing times later when you could ship it out. Don't set it for a week when you could ship stuff out in 2 days or 3 days. All right, so moving on to the subjective part of this, which is shipping safe. So some people have different interpretations of safe. So make sure if you're shipping fragile stuff, you're using sufficient packaging, bubble wrap, padded envelopes, newspaper, whatever is going to get that item there safe and sound. You don't want to ship something, you don't want to ship a bowl and just throw it in a box with no packaging. Chances are it's going to get broken. And that is a surefire way to give you a bad review or to get a bad review if they get the stuff that's broken. And this happens even if you use sufficient packaging. Sometimes it still will come broken, but you can remedy that situation if it arises, especially if they can tell that it's not your fault, that you used a lot of packaging. You can reach out to them, replace it. If it's under $250, it's covered through Etsy's protection plan anyways, but don't leave things to chance. Assume that package is going to get thrown around. I used to work for FedEx back in the day, and every package got thrown around because things come shooting out of the mail chute at you from there's a bunch of mail. There's a line of trucks and there's a mail chute for each truck, and the system organizes it, and then people put it into each truck. So usually you're responsible for 2 to 3 trucks. You have 3 to 4 different chutes coming out in the warehouse. You have to run back and forth and look at the number and throw it in the right truck. No way can you do it. No way can you do it gently, because things are just going to back up, and you got to get the stuff in the truck. So you end up just throwing stuff in the trucks. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I didn't make it that way, but I 100% threw packages in the truck. So in the early 2000s, if you got some broken packages from FedEx, it was probably my fault. Anyways, so make sure you're using protective packaging, and put yourself, this is really important too, put yourself in your customer's shoes with your products that you're selling, especially more so for vintage stuff. You may sell some vintage stuff and it may not have a lot of value to you. You're just flipping it to make money on it, but it may have a lot more value for the customer. So make sure that you're putting yourself in the customer's shoes. And if it's something that's fragile or something that's a collectible, make sure you're packaging it so it's not going to get damaged. I just had this happen. I collect VHS tapes, sealed VHS tapes. It's a passion of mine. I think it's fun. Brings me back to my childhood. And I order stuff. I just ordered a VHS the other day, and it came in a padded envelope, and that was it. And as you know, padded envelopes don't offer a lot of padding. I mean, you can put stuff in there that's not super fragile, but if it's something that you don't want to get damaged, especially with a tape, you can get the corners damaged. It's going to get thrown around. Think about it. It's going in the mail. It's going through all these different chutes. It's going to be hitting all kinds of different walls and stuff. So maybe that tape didn't mean anything to that person. Maybe they don't realize that I collect them, but I do. And when I got it in a padded envelope, my heart sank because I was like, crap, is this thing going to be beat to heck when I open it? Thankfully, amazingly, it wasn't. It was decent, but still, I kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because I'm like, man, they don't even care about this thing where I do. So think about the buyer, think about your audience, think about what you're selling to. It will have more meaning to them, and make sure you package it accordingly and don't package it as a throwaway item, because that's going to put a bad taste in their mouth. The other thing too is you can make sure you guys are buying packaging online through wholesale dealers, things like that. You guys can get those things in bulk, as you should. If you're shipping a lot of the same stuff or even different stuff, make sure you have packaging. You're not going to Walmart or Walgreens or CVS, wherever your local store is, and buying that stuff, because you're going to pay a buttload more than just buying it online, buying it in bulk, buying it on Amazon. So do your research, make sure you're buying that stuff online, and you're going to save yourself some money, but you're also going to get the sufficient packaging that you need to ship stuff out safe and sound. So that is the first one: ship stuff fast and safe. This is something that a lot of people don't put enough focus on, because, like I said, that you need to get the stuff there, not broken, not scuffed up, not damaged. Will it happen? Yes, but you could eliminate most of that with how you're packaging it. The next part of this, number 2, is wow the customer and set yourself apart. So this is a big one. This is really where the rubber meets the road to this strategy, and how you get them to come back or refer you to friends and family. So the things that you can do to really wow the customer are using branded packaging. This could be stickers, labels, stamps. What I mean by stamps is you can get a stamper with your logo on it and stamp it on packages. That can be a little bit more cost effective. You can order custom stampers online. You can use thermal printers for stickers now to put on your packages. So depending on how you're shipping stuff, depends on what you want to do there. You can use colorful tape or packaging. That will help set you apart. So when they get it in the mail, it creates a level of excitement. You can write a handwritten note or a handwritten thank you. It doesn't take a lot of time, a couple of words, but they're going to see that it's handwritten, that you took the time to care and write them a thank you. And a big part of this too, and this is something a lot of people don't think about, is include something extra, something special just for your customer. And this can be very inexpensive stuff. So depending on what you're selling and the price point may vary on what you're going to spend on this extra stuff. But if they're spending a couple $100, you're more apt to spend a little bit more money on the extra stuff. If your item is only $20, maybe you don't want to spend a lot of money. But things that you could do are things such as stickers, keychains, free samples, a surprise. The free samples, I think, is a genius idea, depending on what you're selling, because it's going to promote your future stuff. It's going to really help them like additional stuff and come back and buy from you. So think about that. There's a lot of free sample stuff you can do for different niches. Surprise accessories, things that complement what they just bought. Care instructions, something funny. Think outside the box on what your item is and what your audience would like. And this will help dictate what you're going to do as this extra item that you're going to throw in there. So there's a lot of things that you can do. The things that I just mentioned are all really good ideas, and a lot of those you can do very inexpensively. I know we've got to keep our margins where we need to keep our profit margins, so that you can't spend a lot of money on this stuff to lower your profit margins, so you're not making any money. So it has to be, a balancing act, but there's small things that you can do, inexpensive things that you can do to really wow the customer and set yourself apart without spending a lot of money. So that is key. Think about your niche and what you're selling and what you can do for this. So the last part of this strategy, the first two, ship fast and safe. 2, wow your customer. 3 is promotion. All right. So this is going to help give them the extra oomph to come back and buy from you again, or refer someone to buy from you. All right. So what can you do for promotion? So the first and easiest thing that you can do, and everyone should be doing this at a minimum, is on your packaging slip within Etsy. You can edit that in the settings, and you can write a note on that packaging slip, thanking them, asking them to leave feedback, asking you to reach out to you if there's any problems with their order before leaving feedback. But most importantly, thanking them and telling them that you appreciate them. But also, you can attach a coupon code to the bottom of that packaging slip. It's really easy to set up within Etsy. It automatically puts it on the bottom. So if they come back and buy from you again, they just take that coupon code and enter it in. Boom. When they're coming back to repeat, they're going to get a little extra perk of a coupon code. So this is number one, easiest thing, and it's free. You can do it. You can set it up, and that packaging slip you print out with your order, throw it in there. They get a nice note, and they get a coupon code. So that's number one. Number 2, you can choose to include your own insert with a coupon code on it, such as a business card, or even better, I think a great idea is a magnet. That could get a little pricey, but a lot of people, business cards, some people keep. I think a lot of people don't. They'll throw it away with the packaging. So magnets, you get a magnet, you stick it on the fridge, and it's there. So it can represent your brand, but it can also have a coupon code on it as well, but not like glaring. So maybe it has a cool saying on it. Think outside the box again. At least most people will not throw away a magnet. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. Another thing that you can do is attach something with a QR code where they scan it in their phone and it'll go right to your shop. This is easy to set up. You can set up your QR codes online, get your own QR code. You can Google that. It's super easy to set up, and then you have it. And most people know, or a lot more people know, I think, how to scan a QR code. COVID helped that. I think a lot of menus moved to QR codes, so most people have experienced that at least, whereas before, maybe you didn't know what the heck it was. The last thing I want to talk about is incentivized promotion. So you can put something in there, or a note, or what have you, saying if you leave feedback, if you leave a review, and tag it on social media, whatever your social media channel is, I will send you a discounted coupon code. So it's an incentivized promotion where you get it's a win-win. Reviews help you. Hopefully, you don't have to say 5-star, but usually it goes without saying that if you leave a 5-star, I can't imagine anyone's going to leave you a 1-star and then tag you in it and expect a coupon code. The only thing with this, if you choose to do it, make sure you're not doing it through Etsy. Don't send them a message with the discount code. Send it back. Send them a private message on whatever social media channel you're using, because Etsy could view that as spam, and you're not supposed to market to them after the sale. You're only supposed to send them messages with their follow-ups according to their shipping of the item. You can't market to them after the sale and spam them. So that's something. It's a little bit more work to do that. Just an idea for you that I wanted to throw out because I've seen some people do that. So those are the 3 guys. If you stick to those 3, ship safe and sound, wow the customer, and promotion, you're going to have a solid strategy to get repeat customers, get them to come back time and time again, refer you to friends and family, and boost your sales at the end of the day, which keeps you going, right? Revenue and sales will keep your business thriving, keep you happy, and keep more money in your pocket so you can continue to build your business, continue to grow. So this is a big part of your business, and a lot of people don't put enough effort into it. Now, like I said earlier, this episode came to light because I got something from Etsy. So I do a Freaky Friday episode every once in a while where I highlight the funny, weird, strange things that I find on Etsy. So if you haven't seen one of those, you can go back and look at it. I did one a couple of weeks ago. But I think it was a couple months ago, I did a Freaky Friday episode, and I featured a banana, an accountability banana. And the owner of the shop reached out to me, saw the episode, liked the episode, and wanted to send me one of these accountability bananas. So I was like, of course, this thing is really cool. I would like to display it. I need to stay accountable, and I think it's funny. So he sent it to me. And I got it, and I was literally blown away by this thing. And I was amazed by the attention to detail that he put in the packaging. So let me just show you the accountability banana. So this is the accountability banana. If you guys can see that, let me see if there we go. Has his finger pointing, keeps you accountable. He's telling me to record this episode for you guys right now. So I can help you with your packaging. So it's a banana that has, so if you're not watching this, it's a banana that has his left eyebrow raised, kind of like The Rock. His eyes are bulged out, and he has a finger pointing at you, basically telling you to get your work done or whatever you need to do. Go work out, go for a run, eat better, whatever you need to stay accountable with. So I got the banana, but what I was blown away by, I mean, the banana, the quality, it's hand painted. It's amazing. On the bottom of the banana, he has a QR code, which is awesome. It's a great idea. So it goes along with his brand. I could scan this. So it's handmade figures by Derek, made in Canada in my kitchen. So I thought that was pretty funny. But it comes in this custom box. So this custom box has the banana picture on it. It says accountability banana, always watching, always judging. Again, QR code on the bottom. And the box is really colorful. It's yellow and blue. It has the banana on every side of it. So the presentation of this box is amazing. And he shipped this in another box, mind you. He didn't just ship me this box to get all banged up. So this box was in mint condition. He put it in another box with some packaging in there so it wouldn't get damaged, which is really important, especially if if you're giving this as a gift, which I think this is a fantastic gift for like a boss or an entrepreneur or a friend. It's just an amazing gift. And in the box, he has care and maintenance. He made this little book, which has care and maintenance instructions. Again, QR code on the back. And this book is really, really funny. This is so smart. So it just has little pictures of the accountability banana doing different things. It says the accountability banana likes to hang out near your laptop. He also likes to hide in the snack cupboard. So there's a bunch of different situations in here where the accountability banana comes in handy. He also included some stickers in the book, always watching, always judging, of the accountability banana, which I love stickers. So fantastic idea. This guy's just killing it. Then he includes the packaging material, or the packaging slip. Look what I was talking about. So there's the packaging slip. But he also includes care and maintenance instructions and a little, this is a couple of paragraphs on the process that he goes through to create this item, which is super smart because he goes through, it takes over an hour or two to create this banana, which builds value. So I read this and I'm like, wow, this is hand painted. He does it with resin. This adds a lot of value to the item. And this item, it's not cheap. I think it's like listed for like $50 depending on the size. So it's not a cheap item, but this immediately I'm like, wow, this thing is definitely worth it because of the care, the amount of time it takes. So I feel really good about this purchase. And then he has some follow-up instructions. He has a link to his store, some funny blurbs in here. I'm not going to spoil it in case you order it for yourself. And then he wrote a personal note on the back and drew a picture of the accountability banana. You guys can't see that. Signed by Derek. So he said, I hope you like this creepy little banana. May he watch over you and keep you safe. So I thought this is just genius. I had to feature it. Not only because he sent it to me, but because I just thought this guy is doing a fantastic job. And he really touched on almost everything that I talked about today. So this is really how to wow a customer. I will 100% refer people to buy one of these. I will buy these for friends, for family, or bosses. I don't have a boss, but I just think this is a fantastic gift. And he's doing everything right. So I thought it was only appropriate to feature this on the show and show you an actual example of something like this that you guys can model and use to better your own business, your own shop, and get more repeat buyers and wow customers. And if you want to check this out, Derek from the Angry Banana Company on Etsy, you guys can go over there. So that is the link as well. It is, let me just make sure I have it right. Etsy.com/shop/Angry Banana Company. I'll include it in the show notes too. You guys want to go over there and support Derek. I appreciate him sending me this, being able to use this for the show, which I didn't tell him I was going to do. Hopefully he doesn't mind, but I thought it was important to share with you guys. But that is it for today's episode. Hopefully that helps you with your business and get the wheels turning for what you can do better in as far as your packaging. If you like these episodes, please make sure you like, share, leave a comment, leave feedback, leave a review. I read everyone. I appreciate it. It helps keep me going and bring you guys more relevant episodes for the future. That's it. Have an amazing rest of your day. Talk to you guys later.